I'm Jenny Robertson. I live here at Warrawing. This house has a history, the property has a history, and the whole of that interested me in the project of the Wool Road and exploring that further.
What's the connection?
Well, I guess because I live here on the Wool Road and I'm interested in history and the history of the Shoalhaven and Jervis Bay. I like how art can invigorate that history. Errol Farm was established in the 1830s and even earlier. So the farm was here, and then the road came through here, through the middle of the farm. And the bullock teams used to rest in that paddock there, and they were watered and fed on their way to the wharf the day before.
What do you want to get out of this Wool Road project?
I'd like to see people know a little bit more about the importance of history to Jervis Bay, and particularly this road was a very important Indigenous pathway. And I think these are things we need to know more about, particularly the earliest history of these tracks and how we have come to use them. And I think it will be wonderful to rename the road from Nerriga to Vincentia the Wool Road or the Wandian Way, because those names are much more significant culturally and historically.
What's the road called now?
Oh, it's called all sorts of things, but it's mainly called Trunk Road 92, I think, which is not very interesting name. So in my artist practice, I look at important historic sites to me, and I visit those sites on several occasions, and I take photographs of little parts of the site. I then, if I can, I have a look at historic photographs of the site, and I put those photographs, I layer various parts of imagery in the one photograph. And in layering these over the top of an older photograph, I think you get much more of an overall view of time and place and so forth. Yeah.
You create a sense of age through this layering process and through the other artefacts that you add to the image. How have you gone about developing this technique?
So this image here is a compilation of rubbings that I did on site. It's a compilation of photographs of rusted farm implements. It's an early photograph taken in 1900 of Errol Farm, so it shows you things that are not there now. If you look over there now, there's a very big aged housing subdivision. There's a lovely map in the background of this, which is a very early map of Berweri. You can't see it here, but it's stamped Berweri, and that's of St George's Basin, and the original name of that lake was Berweri Lake. So there's a number of things happening in here, and I like what happens accidentally sometimes in an image. And with this fish fern rubbing that I found on site and I developed on site, you see this sort of smokestacks coming through the work, and I really liked that effect. So that was one of the images I used.